Hello friends, here in this video we will discuss about thermal stress and strain. Correct? Thermal stress and strain. Here, if the temperature of the body or a bar is lowered or raised, its dimension will decrease or increase correspondingly and result in stress and strain, which are called thermal stress and strain. Due to rising or lowering, due to lowering or rising the temperature of the body, there will be changes in dimension. If we lower the temperature, then dimension will decrease. If increase the temperature or raise the temperature, then dimension will increase correspondingly and result in there will be a thermal stress and strain, or there will be stress and strain that will be offered by the body, which are called thermal stress and strain. Suppose let L is the length of a bar of uniform cross section and T1 is the initial temperature of the bar, T2 is the final temperature of the bar, and alpha is the coefficient of linear expansion. So let's start how to get the thermal stress and strain of a bar when there will be changes in temperature. So suppose a bar, suppose this is a bar, correct, and it is fixed at both the end by a wall, correct. Suppose the initial temperature of the bar was T1 and the temperature has been raised by delta T. Then what will be the final temperature? That is T2 is equal to T1 plus delta T, correct. And suppose length of the bar is how much? That is L, correct. So in this situation or in this condition, the bar does not get elongated because it has been fixed at both the end. If we make one end of the bar free, then what will happen? There will be a extension. Suppose this is fixed at left hand side, correct. This is fixed at left hand side. Initial temperature was T1, final temperature T2, so T1 plus delta T, correct. So when there will be increase in temperature, बोलो भाई, बढ़िया सफाई करेगा. Suppose this end is free, then it will get expanded due to rising in temperature. So suppose it has been extended up to here, by an amount of delta L. Up to here it was L, that is original length, but after raising the temperature, the bar gets elongated and elongation is suppose delta L, extension. This much is the extension after raising the temperature. Now let us prevent the extension of the bar by an external force, then what will happen? The position of the bar will be up to here. This is the original position, correct? It has been prevented by a wall, correct? So what we can calculate? From here to here, from here to here, from here to here means in this condition we can calculate the strain. What we can calculate? We can calculate strain, because strain is equal to change in length by original length. So we have got the extension, that is, we can calculate here change in length, that is final, that is L plus delta L minus initial, that is L, is equal to change in length will be how much? Delta L. And here we can calculate the, in this situation means in this condition we can calculate the stress of the body, because it has been prevented by a wall, and due to preventing by an external force, the body will try, what body will try? Because there is a changes in temperature, rising in temperature, then it will try to extend, and this wall will try to, this will try to extend, and this will try to push, this will try to pull. So what will happen? A stress will be induced, that will be offered by the body. So in this situation we can calculate the stress of the bar or body, correct? Now here it will be L, from here to here it will be L, length of the bar is L, initial temperature T1, final temperature T2, that is T1 plus delta T, correct? Here also same thing, T1 is the initial temperature, T2 is the final temperature, that is T1 plus delta T. Now we know that here we have to notice two things. What are the things to be noticed? So whenever there will be changes in temperature, then there will be changes in, whenever there will be changed in temperature, then there will be change in length correspondingly. So change in length will depend upon the change in temperature, how much temperature has been raised. The elongation of the bar or the extension of the bar will depend upon how much temperature has been increased. So what is, we notice that change in length will be proportional to change in temperature, correct? And this change in length also proportional to, directly proportional, change in length is directly proportional to change in temperature and directly proportional to the length as well. How? Suppose there is a bar, and length is 2L, total length of the bar is 2L. So from here to here the length will be L, and from here to here length will be also L. If we raise the temperature of the body by some amount of temperature, then what will happen? There will be extension at this part, and here also will be extension. So total extension will be how much? Delta L plus delta L is equal to 2 delta L. So it is directly proportional to the length. As the temperature will rise, the change in length also will be directly proportional to the original length. That I have been written over here. So finally, and in the book you will find directly, in the book it is written delta t is equal to how much? Alpha into delta t into L. Directly it has been written. Okay, so you may get confused how it is derived. So you can clear your confusion or doubt over here, that how it is being derived and how it is coming. So change in length is equal to, change in, if we combine these two expressions, then we will have change in length is directly proportional to the change in temperature and the original length. So delta L is now the delta L will be equal to how much? Suppose this is the constant. When we remove this symbol by equal, then always we multiplied a constant. Always we multiply a constant. Okay, that is the general rule of thumb. So we got the value of change in extension. Okay, extension of the bar due to rising in temperature. And this constant, that is alpha, this constant or alpha is known as coefficient of linear expansion. Correct? This is the coefficient of linear expansion. Now let's calculate the strain due to rising in temperature. So we can calculate the strain. Strain is equal to, we know that change in length by original length. So change in length is how much? That is delta L by L, or strain will be equal to what is the value of delta L? That is alpha into L into delta T by original length. So here this L and L will be cancelled. So finally strain, the value of strain will be alpha into delta T. So we got the value of strain. This is known as thermal strain. This is known as thermal strain. So thermal strain is equal to how much? That is alpha into delta T. Correct? Now we know that from the definition or Hooke's law, we know that by the Hooke's law, E, Young's modulus, is equal to stress by strain. So stress is equal to how much? Stress will be equal to E into strain, Young's modulus into strain. So stress is equal to E into strain, that is alpha into delta T. Correct? So we got the value of stress, thermal stress also. So thermal stress, what is the value of thermal stress? Thermal stress is equal to E into coefficient of linear expansion alpha into change in temperature, or we can rewrite it alpha into T2 minus T1, change in temperature. So this is the thermal stress of the bar. And what will be the thermal strain? Thermal strain will be how much? We know that thermal strain is equal to alpha into delta T, or we can write it alpha into T2 minus T1. Correct? So these are the expression of thermal stress and thermal strain due to lowering or rising in temperature of the bar. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching my video. If you like my videos, please don't forget to subscribe my channel and to press the bell icon so that you cannot miss the videos whenever I will upload on YouTube. Correct? So please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that you will get direct notifications of new videos whenever I upload on YouTube. Thank you very much.